My superpower is throwing games.
Ah, we love that one. Is that a superpower though? That sounds
Yes.
like a curse.
By the way, speaking of superpower, this Sciencer is going for the synaptic split. That's not the expected facet for me. Normally, the suffer in silence is more common, but you know, max QE build. Oh,
He needs
the
waves
wood.
here. High ground ward, walking right into Amar. Flamebreak is there, the Fisher blocks them off. A couple of traps on the wrong side of the tracks here as they lose Mac. Amar has stayed alive. Now Skitter's trying to turn and burn. There's Bat Rider's in trouble, while Raven and Akashi, they've got over the Fisher now, and they're able to get onto targets with a plasma field. They blow up the two cores. Eris and Akashi back to high ground with Raven. Hammer and the fire on the floor here as he gets Fisher blocked up, but pops the heal. Magic Stick keeps him alive. Blood Grenade trying to take his life. Eris with a double kill now. Snaking. Oh, his time was nearly over there, but he gets back behind the cliff and survives. The brain drain already in effect with a 3-3 start. Sven top of the net worth. And yet again, Falcons against Nemesis. First blood battle. Absolute chaos.
Same place, same time, you know, they just meet up at this location is where we fight. But yeah, Skeeter can be very happy with that, getting a double kill. Big thanks to Malrine with that Fisher. That was some really nice stuff. What is that ward? That's beautiful.
It's Atlas. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yeah, that's glorious. I've never seen this ward.
Wait, is that even deeper? Because he's holding an eyeball above his head. Didn't he get his eyeballs pecked out by crows? Or am I thinking of a different Greek tragedy?
I'm not actually sure.
I think that might be him.
While holding the world? That's kind of rude by the crows, I think.
Well, the entire world on his shoulders. Poor guy. And that's why the big books with maps in it are called atlases.
There you go.
It's always the
Educational
Greeks'
stream.
fault. It's always the Greeks.
Alright.
And then
Bit
the
of
Romans
trading.
copy them. I'm taking a lot of damage out of those hits. Looks like Critter's able to come out the better of it, though. Keeps Skitter farming.
He did do pretty well, but once he gets close to his Bat Rider, it hurts a lot. He does not have a point in the impalement dart, so hard for him to really trade hits. He went for the Q for the first blood fight. Not as good for these fights, though.
Now static link bottom. Amar getting all his damage drained and Razor giving
Body
it to
blocks.
him. Body blocking the bristle. 2 more hits. 1 more now. Ooh, with the plasma field, he's got it. Are you okay?
Locks on the target as well. Akashi playing it really well, realizing that, you know, there's going to be Magic Stick towards the end, but he did not get tricked or fooled.
Ah, chat is right. It was Prometheus who had his liver pecked out. Yeah, see, it's easy to get your mythology messed up.
Your liver pecked out. You see. Some orcas got him, huh? Was it kidneys they go for?
Oh, what? I don't know this lore.
What? You don't know this lore? Orcas, they kill the great white sharks just to eat their, I think, kidneys.
Really?
And then they leave the rest of the body. Yeah, they just...
Wow.
They kill them just for the taste.
There's like some nutrients, some like magnesium, potassium side inside of it. Like,
Probably just really tasty. You know?
it's really tasty. I saw that thing where orcas were targeting boats and had been taught to do it by like, there was like one mother orca who had like lost her child to a boat. And then she taught other orcas to go and attack boats or some shit like that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Go get those boats. Get your revenge.
We're all done for. The orcas will take over. Has Racer again trying to deal some damage to his poor Bristle. He barely shows up in the lane, and again he's onto him. His CS is pretty good though, despite dying twice, you know, with the first blood fight included. He's still finding his farm.
Last strike, 20 and 2 in that mid lane. Oh, hang on, crit. Good help from the Sven, but it's not looking like it's enough. Hang on. Yeah, jukes away. Barely gets back into the trees, but now what kind of life are you leading up here with no HP?
Yeah, he's super low. Nice use of the mirror to stay alive, but as you mentioned, he will struggle to be useful to his teammates. He doesn't have any HP. He already has Salve and Tango coming out on the courier though, so he's got a solution coming.
Nemesis really feeling themselves now.
Oh yeah.
The volume, the amount of chat wheel spam. You know exactly what's going on. Momentum's picked up. Morale has risen. And Mac definitely feeling himself in that mid lane. Didn't even need the Chen creep to come in and help him out.
Oh, he's doing great. I mean, Shaker versus Lesh is a pretty hard matchup for Shaker, but still Mac is playing it very nicely. Got 4 denies already. Can be hard to deny a Shaker. Yes, of course, the enchant told him to keep farming. The big story for me, though, is this Sven not really getting as much CS as I would have expected so far. Only sitting at 14. Falling behind a little bit compared to the rest.
Yeah, and a couple of times now that Falcons have done this lane swap, right? Putting Snaking bottom, I guess because of Chen, they just feel it's more comfortable down there. Putting Crit up in his top lane.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... He's obviously a very skilled player, but so often you do rely on his instincts, and the position you played in for a long time gives you those naturally.
TP'd mid just to keep Malrine safe, and no dive is going to happen, really. The worst story here, perhaps, is that the poor Shaker did not get a water rune for his bottle. He's going to be a little bit thirsty on the mid lane. Meanwhile, Leshrac got the water rune and also went and got the bounty rune, so plenty of drinks for him.
What do you think's harder? Being a POS 4 player and forced to play 5, or being a POS 1 player and switching to POS 3?
I think 4 and 5 might actually be more different than 1 and 3. Yeah. I mean, I guess some heroes have nice overlap in 1 and 3, but those also exist in 4 and 5. No, I actually think 4 and 5 is a bigger style difference, because the 4 is very, very open to being selfish. You can actually build a lot around yourself, getting your timings, doing things for yourself. Whereas the 5, it's all about making sure that your team is having a good game, whether it's focused on your mid laner or your carry, or even making moves for your off laner. Your 5 is ultimately not about you. It's about making other people look great.
Yeah, so, like right now I can imagine Crit is like itching to go and gate bottom, like make a play, but he is a ringmaster stuck up atop, stacking camps.
Yeah, he's babysitting. You know, babysitting duty right now.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
But stacks are being made very rapidly by the Chen, however. So he's prepared the Ancients already for possibly Bristleback or Shaker to go and clear. Not too uncommon, we see a Shaker going ulting. Mac, though, coming in and stealing a bit.
Yeah, pilfering away the large camp. They got a D-ward. Yeah, got a ward up there. That's going to get sentryed immediately by snaking. While Malrine goes to the medium camp after the top left jungle. And it does leave mid open to getting pushed by this Flash. I don't know if he's kept the catapult wave alive or anything like that, but it looks like he's not going to go and shove it.
Yeah, 20 seconds for the Wisdom. And we see a lot of attention to bottom. If they get a kill right now, they would easily secure the Wisdom, but they're going to go S3 along the bridge. Invasive move coming. Scan is scouting it happening. But
and the Chen army blocks the...
Oh wow, the body block. But that guy can always get past anyway. Doesn't even need to use the Firefly, but it's gonna be a successful double Wisdom. Oh, that is huge.
Wow.
So
I thought Falcons were contesting that.
Yeah, but Shaker is jungle with no resources. Because he didn't get a rune earlier, and he didn't get a shield rune either, so he's been super low on mana and resources on Shaker, farming up jungle, trying to get what he can. So he can't contest. And he knows the Leshrac could be there as well. This is a great start for Nemesis fans out there.
Well, we're wrapping around him with Sven behind him. Skitter, he's got a stun, a ton of wand charges. I don't know if he's ever surviving this though. Yeah, he doesn't even use the wand knowing that he was dead no matter what. And usually this is the moment where Skitter dies and the rest of the team is doing something to get a kill, you know, like on mid lane. But there's nothing happening for Falcons.
Yeah, they're still focused on stacking up, and I think Shaker is getting ready to ulti that ancient camp soon. They unsuccessfully stacked it again, so still only the 3, even though he's trying.
I'm just so distracted. I'm just so distracted.
Here comes the slam. It's not really as many creeps as you would have wanted, but does he take it? He takes it anyway. It's not really going to bring him too close to a blink dagger.
Skit dying again. He popped his God Strength, I guess, to farm up top. I don't know if he was fighting, but whichever way you look at it, he's dead again, and Mac gets the kill.
Ooh, that is really rough. I already said from
Amar?
the...
Okay, he survives through. Sorry, there's just so much going on here. Nemesis are pulling out all the stops.
Oh, Mallory looked like he might be able to run up and catch there with his face boots, but no. Sanser's gonna be completely safe. This is a big setback for the Sven, though. Having no TP available, he's gonna have to run out and farm somewhere. The Ancients are already being cleared and farmed by the Shaker, so that's not a valid area. Fortunately for him, Crit has created some stacks over in the mid jungle, I guess, close to mid. He's got some triple stack on the big camp, double stack on medium. But meanwhile, we see Mac and Raven kind of team farming the Ancients for themselves.
Oh, sorry. Where did you put Nemesis in your predictions?
Not at the right place, I feel like. They're here to ruin my predictions.
No, I just took a peek at mine, and I could not be more wrong, I think.
Yeah, they're literally my bottom team, dude.
It's my bottom team as well, and look at them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never been so happy to be so wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, they haven't won a series yet, but I'm already pre-excited.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, we had to wait. So we used to have TNC, we used to have Fnatic. You know, we used to have these C teams that pop up out of nowhere and just like, yeah, we're a top 6 team. We dumpstered OG in this lower bracket run or whatever. Catcher mid lane's gonna kill off the Ringmaster. But now we've got Nemesis, like underdog story, Southeast Asia.
Oh, the stun? Oh. No. Okay, he didn't have a range, I guess.
Oh.
He misclicked a little bit. Gets tipped immediately. That's also a funny thing to see. Very typical to a lot of C teams. The quick tipping of your own teammate when they make a mistake.
Instinctive.
There was no hesitation from Jing there.
But yeah, full Filipino roster, man. I should stop jinxing it, actually. I'm just going to talk about what's happening on screen, not jinx Nemesis at all. Skitter, he's been found again. This poor little Sven's going to try and stun and run. He's being hounded by Raven and Akashi. Yet another pick off. This Sven, I mean, he's getting the Luna treatment from the last game. Meanwhile, Eris into the wrong area. Does scout out, though, a move here for Lash and Dawnbreaker to get onto Mallory. A double kill for Raven. They've sent the 2 die support packing, and now they move on to mid-tier 1.
And a double kill on the enemy pos 1 and pos 2 is also like the star double kill, right? That's the best one you can find. So Raven just having a great start here. Happily doing whatever he wants. That's the Leshrac.
3 net worth.
Leshrac 6k net worth, minute 11 as well. Well ahead of his mid counterparts. 1600 gold.
So
now it's just what can you do with gold though? They have a lead. It's a big lead. And how much can they make happen around this Leshrac with his Blink Dagger?
How popular has mid-Lesh been recently?
Fairly popular. Yeah.
Like, it's much of a resurgence the last couple of weeks though, right?
Yes. It's not really on like Queen of Pain level popular or Puck necessarily, but it's played a fair amount. The Blink Rush Lesh, everyone is very used to it now, and the Kaya Sanj build.
Yeah, thank you, Moonlight.
Yeah. It's basically Moonlight Pioneer days that brought it, and then
That was
everyone's
like 2 years ago or something, wasn't it?
Is it 2 years? It's 1 year.
Catches Akashi in the TP. Gets Skitter some revenge. Nice bit of money into his pockets.
Lord knows he needed that kill. Breaker ulti was on cooldown for that, unfortunately, so no way to save his Razor. And it's still on cooldown. I think they're respecting this and leaving the area. Kind of hanging around though. Lesh wants to blow people up, but if there's too many heroes, it can be hard to burst them.
The Falcons going to try and use some of this Chen pressure to get onto objectives. Like bottom tier 1 is a big deal for them to get a bit more jungle space, map space for the Sven in particular.
Yeah, this Ogre as well coming in with the Frost Armor, very useful for picking up buildings early on. But all this time, the Dawnbreaker is just farming away. Oh, Shaker ultis and Backriders. What happened there?
It was your own.
I thought he was gonna lasso him, but then I guess he gets stunned again, huh? Yeah, the ward. I mean, good observer ward planted by Jing earlier. Finds him that kill.
What can you do?
Yeah, I'm just like rerunning what just happened in my head. Like a lot of things I thought were happening didn't happen, and it didn't happen but did.
I thought the Batrider had a chance to get the lasso there, but then he didn't
just run away.
get it at cast. Yeah, or that, because it looked like, okay, Shaker ulted, I'm out of here, but
I'm
now
out of here, yeah. And run back in, but doesn't lasso. Nice. Interesting spot. Well, a bit of calm for Skitter. Get himself in that Echo Saber as quickly as he possibly can. And he does clamber himself above the Earthshaker, the Razor, in terms of net worth now. And Razor just picked up a Maelstrom, so he's going to be able to accelerate himself a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And Razor's been in a funny spot the past couple of years, because he's no longer this like win lane, lose game kind of guy that he used to be. No. This Razor, Falcons have shown that he scales.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I mean, mid to late game Racer is a hard puzzle to solve, honestly. Once he gets a bit of armor items, double BKB, refresher, you know, double ulti, it's actually not easy at all to take a fight against him.
Yeah, because he kept the element of like being an anti-carry that was so strong, right? But then he also added carry elements to himself.
Yeah, I think a lot of it as well goes to the super late game threats when he has level 25, that he can steal attack speed. That's what makes him just crazy when he has that. Amar gonna get gone on here. Do they have the damage for it? Mac is waiting out the blade mail. He has the stun.
Oh, there we go. Cancel TP, get in with the damage, and Global stops counter initiation coming because Mallory and Crit, they were ready and waiting for it. Might still go on this Leshrac though, but Sansa and the Dawnbreaker come in to save the day for him. And Crit and Malorine backing up past the Roche pit for now.
That was a good curse coming out from Eris, just making sure the Shaker can't blink combo with the Ringmaster ulti. The curse preventing. I'm a bit disappointed, Garrett. He took the Synaptic Splits. He doesn't have a single point in Glaives. So when do I get to see the bouncy Glaive? He can have 5 points, Garrett. He has 0 points.
Did he just forget to check? Oh, hang on. There's an Echo initiation. The chase done on the Razor, and Skitter clears it up.
Okay. Skeeter is finding his kills here on Akashi again. That's his way. He's taking it back into the game.
Misselect his facet then, do you reckon?
I mean, I would say so, because so far he could have had a lot of value from the other one, and he hasn't had any value, right? Is the way I see it. You're getting literally nothing so far, so you would have to justify it by saying this is going to be so amazing later on, and I just don't see that, because it's not even a Power Treads build. He's mana boots. I don't see how 5 points Mystic Glaives is ever going to be worth the difference here. Oh wow, they're cooking the Dormants.
Triple Curio.
Love to see the Dormant Curios. Oh, he kept the tier 2 Curio as well, huh, on Mac. The greedy Curio. Very nice. Now, that's just one of those mid heroes who can take the greedy, and it's not really bad if you don't care about your attack damage. The mana is even quite nice on him, having a bigger mana pool.
There was something I saw, and I got so distracted by this Philippines chat line spam. It's just in my head now. Woo! I'm gonna be making these noises. Like,
oh, they're on snaking. Here comes the Batrider. Don't even need to lasso.
There goes the chat.
I always love to see those moments where someone is about to do their, characteristic thing. Like Batrider blinks someone. Of course he's gonna lasso. But people hold themselves from doing it, saying, you know what, this is an easy kill without it. The composure to not blow your ultis when you don't need them is always balanced by your desire to not take chances that someone, turns it around. So I get happy when I see players correctly hold their ultis. I don't know. It's just it's always a fine detail in Dota.
Yeah, just like breaking the muscle memory of quick cast blink lasso, right? Just spamming buttons on fog. Jeez. Oh, wow. Eris, 2 taps. Down you go.
They are essentially rinse and repeating the Sven ulti finding pickoffs. Like a lot of Svens would just pop ulti to farm jungle, but Skeeter, every time they use ulti, it feels like he's joining his team, looking for something, and then brings the rest of his ulti duration to farm something, like the Ancients now.
Yeah, good efficiency. Moving from point A to B. In top left corner, looks like something's brewing.
Shaker's sitting behind. He gets spotted by the Batrider though.
Oh, good catch. Back with a Dawnbreaker over the top. Fine Marine. Great pickoff and positioning from that Batrider to get in behind Falcons.
Yeah. Falcons, the idea was right. Sit behind the Bristle, use the Shaker ulti, but it didn't really work out in practice to get spotted. That's the benefit of having those good scurrying heroes, as I call them, like supports, weavers, or weaver supports, hoodwinks, Batriders.
I think I've realized what it is. I'm sorry. It's the woo at the end. Makes me think of Mario. Everything. Wow, wow! It's me, Mario. Wow! For some reason, that's all I hear. Like, oh, you're gonna be.
You have to stop, Gareth. You're gonna get our stream demonetized here. You don't want to make enemies with Nintendo,
Should I
man.
do Luigi instead?
No! Stop, Gareth. Stop.
Wario.
Can't get us all in trouble, Gareth.
Nintendo, it's me.
No. He's gone too far. Channels have been taken down for less, Gareth. That's
Let
2 strikes on the YouTube channel.
Please.
No, they're surprisingly hostile sometimes. For someone who has so many fans like Nintendo, you'd expect them to.
That's why Pokemon don't talk. So you can't quote Pokemon. They don't have any quotes to speak. Oh, jeez. I thought that was Sansa dying again, but that's a Razor this time.
Is that the 3rd or 4th time that Sven gets a kill on Akashi? I feel like he's just using him as a, you know when you have a piggy bank, you just, storing a little bit of gold, and then it's like, oh, it's time, He's cracking this piggy bank all the time. He's got a new one. I had one of those, by the way. When I was young, I had a piggy bank. I didn't have much money in it because we were poor when I was young. But then my brother break it for me, or he pushed it. He said it fell, but we all know the real story, man. We all know what happened there.
So I think you kind of answered my question, but this is also an indicator of how poor were you as a kid? Did you have a pig? Sven? He's been lassoed into the Dawnbreaker ulti. Does he have teammates? No, Sven's alone, completely isolated down here. So great pickoff by Nemesis. Finally, Sven has had, 3-4 kills unanswered in a row.
Yeah.
They finally get revenge.
That's a good way to break the cycle. Need to get out of this. Sven doing so much. Checking Roche, but don't have a way to take it. I think they'll just have to keep farming for now.
And now with multiple BKBs. But yeah, the indicator, it sounded like you had a piggy bank that once you broke it, it was broken, right? You had to smash it to open it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
That's
only had
people.
the one as well. That's for rich people.
We had piggy banks that had the rubber stopper in the bottom, so we had to reuse it.
Look at Mr. Richie Pants here being able to save money multiple times in his life. Yeah, okay.
We couldn't afford one fancy piggy for the bank. We got one. Not allowed to smash in. Can't afford to buy another one.
Assuming that you're ever gonna have money again. That's rich, man. That's rich. Okay, here we go. Now you know my
time.
Yeah, it's time for them to take the Roche. We have the BKB power spike though on Radiant. Can they get over there to react to this? They're starting to move.
They're getting there, but Scan turns red. Falcons know something's coming. They're committing to Roche. He's dropping low. The bat is in. The damage, though, too much for Jing. In comes the Dawnbreaker on top of that track. Roche and fallen. Amar will snap the Aegis. I mean, Skipper, low HP and gone. Blown up by Akashi. He can chase up to the high ground. Malrine jumps in. 2-man echo. But they need the damage to come through onto Max from the Bristleback. They've killed him off. Amar chasing down a double kill, grabs up Eris, while Razor wants Malrine, but there's an awkward spot for this Akashi Razor now. Chasing, snaking, but surrounded by Malrine and Amar to the other side. Fortunately, though, a lot of damage stolen and the magic coming out of him. Malrine has got it to die! Akashi picks up an Ultra. Amar is going to try and chase him down.
Wait,
there's no TP on Razor. 30 seconds, no cooldown. So Akashi is just going to get whittled down, spat and snotted on, and walloped by the Amar Bristle.
Oh my god, what a fight. There's a lot to unpack there, but that was Starting out with a really sick jump in by the Batrider Prodigition. Nice follow-up with the Dawnbreaker ulti and Leshrac being there to burst people, but the Fissure block from Shaker, again, just so insanely well positioned. Look at this. Keep an eye on the Fissure, cutting them off from going in. They can't reach the Roche to steal the Aegis. So they get the Aegis on Bristle. I think if Skeeter got it, it would have maybe been even better for them, so they can have him through the fight, but either way, that's like what made that fight even be at all decent. Otherwise, stolen Aegis, they just lose that flat out.
Razor goes wild in this fight.
Yeah, but Bristle getting the kill on him towards the end, he actually finds himself being the most farmed in the game right now. He got 3 kills in that fight. Got the Leshrac, got the Silencer, got the Razor towards the very back of it. So this Bristle is getting big.
And Bristle, like, well, he lost Aegis in the river. He reset and then was able to TP in. I was wondering how he got full HP, full mana again, but yeah, it was just the Aegis being claimed up.
Yeah, he didn't get bursted in the Roche pit at first, so he still had the Aegis. But yeah, he has full Lotus Orb now on Bristleback. And that's going to be a great item against Silencer, against the Static Link, against the Batrider sticking Napalm. This is amazing here. Even against Lasso, you know. I wouldn't put it past Amar to be able to Lotus someone right before Lasso comes out.
Oh my god, sometimes I hate my brain so much, you know. I was just thinking about Mario again, but you banned me from doing it. I mean, we have a guy called Amar. It's a me, a Mario, and I just
stop it, man.
I just can't help myself.
going back to this. That should be his catchphrase.
He's gonna have to practice his accent though. Do a bit of voice coaching with him. In comes the Lasso. Batrider finds the Chen. Should be easy pickings on the snaking, easy through the Mac and the heal. Oh,
save.
Little box saving him. He's actually all right with the Hand of God and Akashi, the one being turned on. Well, I thought that was easy pickings. Snaking makes it a meal, and Falcons, they want to kill. Malrini's there with a Blink Echo onto one. Raven getting help from Mac now. They're coming with a Lash. BKB up, but Falcons reset. They've got the river flow in their direction, and Nemesis running back towards their fountain. Afraid and scared of Amar, the F coming towards them in their base. Look at this, Skitter's in there. Right in their faces with a blink and a catch, but not enough to follow through.
Yeah, he tried, but peak durations long enough there for the Dawnbreaker to stay alive. Gonna be completely fine. Just the tail end of her BKB duration. But tower is gonna fall down bottom. Falcons really opening up the map a little bit. The first tier 2 tower to fall. I also haven't mentioned this, but they only lost 1 tower this game so far. The tier 1 top is all that they ever got on the side of Radiant.
Really?
Which feels crazy. Like, it feels like they have been more in control of the game than that, but no, not really.
Wow.
Done a good job
Is this the
defending
Chen
buildings.
effect? Like, how?
I think Shaker is also, you know, hard here to push against sometimes because the threat of the big Echo Slam, so they haven't really stacked up to push.
Right.
And the building damage is pretty, you know, low. Lesh doesn't do damage to buildings.
And I guess Shaker doesn't really need to show on waves and stuff like that either, right?
Yeah.
Just push wave from long range, go then to reposition with your team. 15 camps stacked by crit. Yeah, slotting into the pos 5 roll very nicely.
That is a lot of camps, actually. Anyone who has camp stacked for their fantasy is going to be very happy. Is that even a thing? Camp stacked?
I have no idea.
I don't know nothing. Yeah, surely it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I used to be not quite into the fantasy when they were the player cards that you'd collect. I don't know. I loved unpacking a gold, you know, Hector from Beast Coast or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Now
like
it's like, you know, pick 3 players. It's like, okay, yeah.
I like the building, though. I mean, now it's more about your banner. It's not about your players. It's about building a banner that you're happy with, and then you can slot out the players as we go along throughout the tournament. I think the new system is really cool, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be as convoluted as it is, or, you know, as much depth as it has.
That's the thing. I think it is a bit complicated for simpletons like me.
It is. It's, you know, I thought it was just like, okay, let's do fantasy, and then I got into it like, wait, I have to think?
Because the old system was like, do you have gold card? Yes. Does it have 1 good stat for, you know, creep
like,
kill for gold player? Yes.
Yeah, you have a golden carry with creeps killed or something. Okay, you're good.
Not anymore.
Okay, so they're opening up even more of the map, using the ancient creeps as well, taking over. I love the creeps that he's choosing to bring here, snaking. Got the Granite Golem, got the Ancient Prowler Acolyte. 11% lifesteal is honestly pretty insane when you have Bristleback and Sven.
Yes.
Like, that's a lot of life. Even a Shaker getting a hit with Enchant Totem is going to heal him a lot.
That's pretty good. And yeah, no real traction here for Nemesis to get out on the map and make a play.
Oh, no.
Chen creeps in the mid lane. There's some nice juicy gold for Akashi. That's the only play they'll have for now. A minute and a half until the next fast spawn on Road Jam means a minute and a half here for Falcons to play with the map as they see fit.
I think right now Nemesis, they're eyeing the light at the end of the tunnel. They're seeing something, you know, that's going to help them. The Hex on the left track and getting to the point of having perhaps a refresher on the Razor, then they're going to be insanely strong. Even refreshers being queued up on the Dawnbreaker. All these power spikes are going to be huge, but right now they are quite far behind. The gold difference is only 2k, but I would say Dire is quite a bit stronger. Unless Radiant get a good jump, of course. If they get the right targets, I mean, you find the Ringmaster, you find the Shaker, then Radiant can still fight, but I think they want to go later here.
The classic Amar flag placement.
The creep wave flag gets dropped.
Just hide the Invis rune behind the flag. Enemies can't see it, they can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Enemies, though, have smoked up. Moving forward into top left corner. Akashi smoke breaks. They see snaking and they'll jump the Chen. Got a Lotus to return the lasso a little bit to allow Amar to get onto the Batrider. Nearly bring down Jing with a couple of taps. The Batrider's speedy and off he goes with a Firefly. And the help coming in. Matt, meanwhile, though, being love tapped by the Sven. BKB got strength going here for Skitter. Raven came through with that Solar Guardian. A Fisher and a Blink Echo catches the Razor, but the Global gives that coverage of safety.
He's fine, though.
Skitter still going. The Static Link's flowing, and this Akashi Razor shredding the Sven. Turning on the Ringmaster with a double kill for Raven. And now a jump. Jing and Mac. They found Malrine. Eon Disc is going to proc, so that keeps him alive. Can get the blink away if need be. Amar and Malrine, though, playing aggressively. Of course they are. Gets on the bat, but now TP's home. A little hello, how you doing? Then just kidding, I'm TPing to Fountain. While Amar has been left all alone. Doesn't get the kill on Bat, and now he's got to run back.
Yo, this Nemesis team, they're playing really, really well. So nice play from them. I do think Falcons kind of fumbled there as well. They popped a big Echo Slam onto just a single Razor, trying to burst him, but didn't really have enough damage to do it quickly. The goal from Sven and Shaker was not really coordinated enough. Overall, Amar played the fight really beautifully. Like, quick Lotus here, runs in, almost kills off the Batrider, who stays alive just barely. But then I think the Sven and Shaker needed to perhaps go on the same target, chain stunning and burst someone. Instead it was just one go and then, you know, the follow-up wasn't really there. Also quick reaction from Mac. I mean, he BKB'd the Sven stun. If he didn't, I think they lose that fight possibly.
It's honestly quite impressive the way that fight started and watching where like the Earthshaker came from top rune spot when the Chen got gone on. So there was a good like 15 seconds or so there where the Earthshaker was making his way to the fight. Falcons kind of, you know, deciding to fight around that moment. Interesting choice, seeing how far he was away and how long it would take to get there. I just can't help but imagine if they were ready, Falcons would have that one.
Yeah, probably.
But Nemesis doing very good to kind of exploit that little weakness.
Yeah, I mean, they do a great job at like juking and jiving throughout the fights, kiting a lot against the Bristleback, making sure not to let him hit too much, using their defensive abilities. All their ultis are available again. Roche getting taken pretty fast here by the Sven and Bristol. Alright, so Aegis gonna go over to Skeeter. Hex is completed on the Lesh, so he's looking to burst people. Problem is, now Sven is a bad target. The Bristleback has a Heart and a Lotus Blade Mail. He's not a good target. And then you have the Aeon Disc Shaker. Is he a good target to blink Hex? You know, so all of them are kind of bad to go on right now. Tricky. Very tricky game for Radiant as the stance right now.
And it was meant to be the big, you know, The whole grand reveal, book opens, magic comes out. This is where Nemesis was meant to pick up the pace and maybe find a direction.
Yeah. Well, they're
Falcons just going to bunker down and wait another 5 minutes.
I think Nemesis are trying to get to the Satanic on the Racer so that he doesn't just die to Blade Mail, and so that he can maybe out-sustain some of the Sven hits at least. Not saying he can full-on tank the Daedalus God Strength, but at least having some strong lifesteal his way might be able to allow him to fight.
Bye-bye, Tormentor. And this is where Falcons come into their own right. And playing through Chen, playing this map control, presence through taking objectives, and very swiftly going from Roshan to Tormentor to top lane to into mid-tier 2. As Dire, they want to play through the enemy ancients, get access to the extra bit of gold, stop your enemy from getting it, and also pivot in towards the enemy base.
You know what I want to see? I want to see if Amar on the next tier neutral item coming up here will find the Period Cloak, because I think that's actually going to be a very deciding factor for how this game is going to play out, whether or not he gets it. Also, the Leshrac is still cooking his Curio. If he gets Desun Bloodright on Leshrac with AoE increase on Defilement, that's going to be some enormous stunts.
Well, Nemesis, they're positioning themselves to go now. And snaking, Smoke Breaker, they've just been Blink Lasso, dragged up towards the cliff top. He get heals off to escape from Akashi. He might be able to with the help of his team. Tons of heals come in. Chen's still alive, finally brought down, but they needed the Solar Guardian and the Razor to give chase, but Skitter lost his first life. Aegis on the floor as Bristleback thinking about disengaging. BKB Sven turning to fight. Marina's being zoned down, so no Blink Echo Slam here. And that means the Razor can just go wild on his two strength cores in the middle of the fight. Cringe has been trying to escape, but he's being blown up by Akashi, and it's Bristleback stuck on the wrong side of the picture. Malrine could not get into this one. Could not save his buddies. And Nemesis, the perfect play in these choke point fights to just dismantle Falcons.
Give it to Jing, man. Give it to Jing. The Racer, enormous. Like, he's doing all the damage, but Jing found the Shaker right before he Echo Slammed. He Echo Slammed the Batrider. I don't even think he realized that he had Batrider on him by the time he did it.
He did Echo? I missed that.
Yes, he echoed the Batrider because Bat, I think, got on him right before. We can see it here in the recap. As, fight starts. Okay, Racer gets to drain a lot of damage here. It's super nice for him. And why he can stay alive with Dawnbreaker help. But look at the top of the screen now. Shaker looking for an angle. And look at Bat. He's going to get over there and find the Shaker. Blinks behind. And here he stops him. And I don't even think he had a screen on himself. He ulted it. Batrider is just like, okay.
That was a rough one from Malrine. Very, very well done by the Bat, though. Yeah, I saw the Bat was like finding Shaker. I thought he was just stopping him from jumping, but he did so much more.
Yeah, and at that point, maybe he could have walked in ulted if he realized the Batrider was on him. He could have maybe tried to go in and like provide some turn-around power, but no, there's just nothing to be done anymore.
Holy moly.
Big stuff going for Radiant, and now we see them come into this power of late game again. Level 25 Leshrac with Edict talent, enormous. Razor level 25 stealing attack speed, also insanely strong. This is where things get dirty.
Yeah, this is like Nemesis again hit their stride. The BKB and Bat helps for sure.
Not far away from the Dawnbreaker getting 25 as well, and the Starbreaker CD talent is generally very, very strong. I've seen people go for both. The range is really good on the Celestial Hammer, but with the Star Surge or Solar Charge facet, it's so nice to have the Starbreaker cooldown.
Just lifesteal more. We do now have a Refresher Orb on the Earthshaker, though, so potentially able to weasel himself out of those situations and get a Blink Echo on someone that he needs to. Or just 2 ultis straight up.
He didn't get some Bloodright on the Leshrac, but he got the Crippling Crossbow with Curio increase as well, and it's timeless. So this is really good against the Bristleback in his heart. It's not bad. I guess he probably didn't have Desmond Bloodright as a available choice, because I think he would have taken it every day of the week, but it's still not bad.
I mean, I'm disappointed he didn't wait for tier 5.
Yeah. I wish the Curio got stronger every time you kept it. Then maybe people would be greeting for tier 5 Curio. Like the potency increases even more.
I was sure that's how it worked for like my first 20 games.
Yeah, like 30% stronger on the 30%, so that we keep scaling it up. Yeah, but you know, come on, Valve, make it happen for us greedy bastards. It's not gonna be OP. It's just gonna be people griefing themselves by holding it. You know, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lone Druid Hand of Midas all over again.
Yeah.
I still can't believe this game has like no net worth lead or anything. 25
crazy.
to 15, minute 40.
I mean,
Roshan is 2 minutes away.
How hype is this Nemesis team, though? I feel so so happy to be so wrong, like you said earlier, that they were at the bottom of my prediction.
That's TI, right? I mean, it's like unknown underdog story from Southeast Asia, Filipino roster, and you know, like deep down, you know, super skilled players. They could beat, you know, they could beat big teams on the day. Yeah. But coming in and showing all 3 games prowess has been impressive.
I think that's the thing for TI, though. All the teams are always going to be like, yeah, they all have potential, right, to beat the high teams, but who's going to be in form on the day? Who's going to be in form by the time the tournament comes around? And looking at it right now, man, Nemesis are rising to the occasion, and gets me really hyped for the entire tournament already. So some split pushing by the Chen creeps, trying to force people back, but it is Radiant with a firm hold on the map, having the refresher on Razor and refresher Dawnbreaker. This is just so tricky to fight into. Sven has to burst someone quickly, else it's just like impossible to fight against Razor. You're never outstaying the Razor in a team fight.
It's got to be like a one and done. Get in there, burst someone quickly. Sven and Earthshaker very adept at doing so, but you've got to then worry about global silence. That rider with Flame Break, Lasso, the saving from the Dawnbreaker. That's why Falcons right now sat in their third of the map, just allowing Nemesis here to get into these spots where potentially Razor all alone in that mid lane just gets clapped. Now the Dawnbreaker who came in to save the Razor might also be in danger. Anything to go through the BKB? No. TP's back home.
Shiva's BKB still tanky enough, but yeah, Razor did not expect to die that fast. Big Shaker and Sven coordination. That's what I've been wanting to see from Falcons. The two of them together. Just pairing up their stunts and dealing quick damage.
And that's what Akashi pretending he's got 4 people behind him in the mid lane. Falcons calling the bluff, or I guess it's seeing with information. Like they've got Observer Ward on the left-hand side. I saw a couple of heroes there, knowing Razor was kind of alone.
They see Roche is up on the side of Falcons, scouted it with creeps, so they're just gonna head over there. They could try and force a buyback, but it's also risky. If you lose a fight on the high ground, then the enemy team will get Roche. So just gonna play a little bit safer, get their own advantage built.
Roshan has roared. He is being attacked by the Dire. And poor little Roshan.
Little Roche. And that's going to be enough experience, I think, for Sven to hit level 25 on the back of Roche dying.
Nice.
He's going to get even more damage as normally to take, yeah. Going to be damage.
That's what he needs.
Refresher for him as well.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
what's this jump?
Shaker.
They've got a TP in from the Mac Lash onto the back, who blink lassos the Earthshaker, hexing him up and trying to catch Marine, but he's got double Eon Disc with that refresher orb. Amar, meanwhile, just face tanking everybody else to zone them away.
I mean, that's Aeon Disc plus refresher Aeon Disc triggered, so not bad. Still trade for the Batrider ulti. Finding a chance to do something while the enemy have Aegis is great. Maybe this gives them some confidence to try for a move, but Shaker does have ulti available, at least one.
Marine probably just making the call to chill for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Or relax a little bit.
You can also wonder how much does the dynamic of the team fight change with Aegis on Bristleback. I feel like the answer is not that much. They didn't want to go on Bristle anyway. Now you still don't want to go on the Bristle.
Does that mean then Amar can just go sit high ground if they push to tier 3?
Essentially. I mean, he's got to lead the way. Look at Lesh. Look at Mac. He blinks in. But Sven gets scared. He gets spooked. He blinks away as well. Probably correct choices. Bat and Silencer, Dawnbreaker could be nearby. I mean, you don't want to fight without your Shaker nearby.
Yeah, Marine has
your
fully
Bristle.
They've fully tucked themselves in the jungle there, haven't they? Just wait for the cooldowns to come back up.
Holding on
What's
to the game.
Silencer
Radiant.
working on?
He is working on the refresher. He's got the Gold Scepter, Solar Crest. He has the Tiara already, like a pretty princess. But no Cornucopia and Ring of Tarrasque yet. He has 2k
Whose
gold,
tiara
though, so
is
he's
it?
not too far. Silamain.
Yeah, you say the name.
Tiara. You know, when you buy Tiara as oh, hold up, Kess. Oh, Snaking gets gone.
Yeah, the Mars come in here to try and fight back. Snaking's dead. Akashi PKB's up to secure it, and they've also found crit on the right-hand side with a lasso and a kill by Mac. Looks like Lashrak should clear it up.
Killing the supports first is probably the only real way to approach the team fights for them. No big loss for Falcons, though, as they can keep farming on all the cores, but this does open up the map a little bit for Radiant, and possibly they could get over and take Tormentor for themselves. I don't know if they really want to push into Shaker. I'm curious if any of them are gonna go for a break this game to deal with the Bristleback. Like, at some point, I feel like you need to get a break. Maybe, you know, get a Silver Edge built in on the Razor. He has the Blink queued up right now. I wonder if it wouldn't be good to have Silver instead.
Batrider, non-stop. Sees the target, goes in on them. Malrine, Eon Disc 4. And another one. He echoes, BKB's up and tries to run away. Refreshes now as well, so he's got another couple of spells to play with, but Malrine is dead. Nonetheless, look at Skitter disappearing. Just hit down by Akashi. The Razor's going wild. Looks for another one. Chen's in trouble. Bristleback, Amar running back to his high ground, so he'll be safe and sound there for now. But Nemesis have come in, swept through Falcons, killed a tier 2, and they're going high ground now.
Wow. Amar's got try and defend this. He does have the Lotus, the Aegis. He's trying to stand his ground against an entire team. Buyback available on Shaker, but they do not want to use that. They really
Just
don't want to.
ignore him.
Ignore him.
You can't do anything.
Nah, he's the defender of this high ground. They're not going to be able to force it. With 2 heroes dead, with the Post 1 and Post 2 dead, they are forced away from pushing. That is how strong this Bristleback is. I mean, great pickoffs for sure by Nemesis, but if you don't get any structure here, it feels a bit bad.
42,000 damage by the Razor. 46 minutes in.
Akashi is playing amazing. He's played amazing the entire series, I think.
Oh, have we got level 5 glaives for the Silencer now?
But he does have them, yeah.
Didn't he start with like 4 brain drain?
Yeah, he did start with 3. He missed 1 on the first blood. Oh, he started with 2, I think. He missed 1 on the first blood.
Okay.
But yeah, he only has 8. He hasn't been draining a lot of brains.
Yeah, he's gotta get on that.
Yeah.
So
he also has no
Silver Edge.
attack speed at all. So I don't know. I feel like the Synaptic Split was not to play this game, but who am I to blame? He can farm a little bit faster, you know? He can push waves.
It's the scaling. Oh, block of cheese. Didn't even see that one get created, but Snaking's got the block of cheese and an Eon Disc on himself.
It happens so fast now, the block of cheese, because of the way Lotuses
upgraded
are reworked.
Lotuses.
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden a team just has like 3 greater healing Lotuses after having no Lotus.
Yeah.
The block of cheese, I think a lot of teams use incorrectly. A lot of them just pop it no matter what before anything happens, but it still is a cheese. So you do kind of want to use it to heal as well, and then get the block.
Like mid fight,
Yeah.
goblet, heal, and oh, look at that. Akashi hiding Invis to get the catch on Bristleback. No Aegis for him anymore. Trying to step away. Gets into the imprisonment. Away from the Solar Guardian. And the Echoes come in. The Skitters damage. They've killed Akashi off. Bristleback has survived it all. Stays alive. Back to full HP. And Raven, that Dawnbreaker's dead. The Falcons strike back. Malrine finally gets to use his spells as he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, Malrine just absolutely slamming them there. He did, what, 6,000 damage, I think, immediately to the two heroes that died. They took 3,000 each. Just, I don't know, dominated that fight. And I think also that was a case of you have to go on the correct targets. You can't go on the Bristleback. You straight up just can't.
No. Yeah, it's an insane move.
Yeah. I mean, this is why they need a break if they're ever gonna kill him. But here goes the push. Razor doesn't have buyback.
Tier 4. I mean, I guess they saw the Razor just bought the Silver Edge. So they know, but their Skitters have been dragged back into his own demise. Mac, can they save him from the damage at the Bristleback? They can, fine, thanks to Raven. And now a dive gone awry here as the Falcons are going to get punished and paid for this insolence of fighting tier 4s. Raven goes in, Amar's dead. No way! He can't be allowed to escape this. The Batrider's gone in with Mac. They need the damage to follow through. Amar must die. They finally kill him off. Mac nearly pays with his own life, while Marine is being hounded by Raven now. Falcons, you had it handed to you on a silver platter, but Nemesis, they fight back.
On the backline, Crit finds the kill on Mac. Crit the ninja. How was he even there? He has Blink 4 stuff. What? You assassin, Crit. He found a way in to get the Lesh takedown. So in the end, not all that bad for... I mean, yeah, they lost all their cores, but that one kill on Lesh prevents a complete disaster.
What is this game?
Crit did 480 damage in that fight, but that damage was to Lesh to kill him.
Insane.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
I love to see it, man.
Well, 50 minutes hits. Got a 7k lead for Nemesis. Falcons, 3 calls dead, all with buyback. And what did they get? They got the majority of mid lane. Tier 3 top's gone, but now Nemesis are going to come back and even the playing field a little more.
Yeah, this is some pushing power coming in as well. They hit pretty hard, pretty fast. Sven is respawning normally. He's going to be up. I don't think they'll be able to force any buyback. They are going for the racks. No way you can go for anything else, really, but do you think I get more than just one melee racks? I don't think so.
I think they're going to get a dead even trade there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Roshan not completely.
They only lost range racks, so they actually get the upper hand on the mid lane. They get the melee themselves, so a bit of a better spot.
I guess tier 3 top dying adds into the equation, but
yeah, but for the balance of the map,
the mid lane,
the natural pushing is going to be very nice. Now Roche,
right.
How fast can you take it? How quick does it melt? It's decent speed. Falcons not in time to react to this one, and of course no roar because they were not the last ones to pick Roche.
Right.
That helps a lot.
Oh, scan goes red. Batrider front lining, gets a blink echoed by Malrine, double echoed, and the global comes far too late.
He held one echo, so he has one, but he refreshed for it. Oh no, the stun. Quick TP out with the ulti. Global science as well.
Amar's chasing though. He wants something. It's going to be the silencer. No, go Scepter Cow. TP cancelled by the Earthshaker. While Crit and Amar chasing for the cause.
No detection. The sentry.
Invis gets away. Eris is the one to die. So Nemesis loses both their supports and they keep hold of the Aegis. So they got Aegis, Cheese, Refresher all on the Razor.
Yeah. And they have Refresher Shard as well, but they have 4 Refreshers in their team already. It's just Batrider who can use it.
Well, go on then.
They leave it for him. Yeah, that's a present for you, Batrider. On his respawn, he'll have that. Push now, though, with the buybacks perhaps being forced. Do they even use it?
It's a difficult
Shaker starts.
Malrine trying to make it for them. What Blink echoing onto Mac. No follow through though now. Sven's going to go straight in for this secondary barrack to the top lane.
Oh, without Shaker ultis. This is risky for Falcons though. Fighting high ground with Shaker not having his tools.
Yeah, Nemesis glyph it.
Crystal feels strong
as possible.
Now quick TP out by Sven. He's going to show himself top. He's waiting with showing. He's saying, get to safety, get to safety. I'm going to show. Shows himself finally. His team is already out. So they do get a bit of an advantage there, getting the side lane racks taken. But still, all these resources from the Roche, the Refresher, the Aegis, the cheese in the backpack of the Lesh. I don't even know if he's going to be able to juggle that in. Maybe with a refresher, he can do a quick pass later on. He has level 2 travels, by the way, so he can join fights anywhere.
That's cool, but Sven has 2 banners.
So, yeah, it's like Legion Commander, with the banners on her back, you know? The double banner.
You get all the archers from whatever castle she's from firing at you?
Yeah. So Sven doesn't have anything that he's from. He's the Rogue Knight. He's alone.
His mother was a fish, and his father was an elderberry, or a hamster,
half a man,
or a
half fish.
By the way, I'm mixing up lore here.
No, it smelled like it. Oh, we're going in.
What is he? Half fish, half man, right?
Yeah, half fish, half man. He's a merman.
Meranth. That's what it is. I had to dig deep and find a conversation I had with Slack 7 years ago.
Dive into the lore.
Yeah. Deep dive. Well, Falcons very defensively postured, sat in their base, waiting to see what comes, which means Nemesis get complete freedom, pushing lanes, taking objectives, farming deep, shallow, wherever they might want to.
Yeah, but Dawnbreaker doesn't have her buyback yet, so she can't push out side lanes and is having to be pretty cautious. That's why they're a little bit limited on shoving out that top lane. Dude, everyone is so high level this game now. We're soon about to hit our first level 30 hero. 29, nearly done with level 30 on Lesh. It's not a massive power spike. The Pulse Nova Lightning Storm, I mean, it's a nice addition, but it's not gonna fundamentally change the hero. Some heroes, when they get 30, is like, oh my, you know, you get both of those power spikes.
And we get into the period of the game where all these, like, the delta change, right? Like the last 5 minutes, XPM difference, whatever, is going negative because you just can't gain anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we saw the TI record book made by Lamar earlier, read through that, and how, you know, different teams broke the net worth, the entity game. That was a crazy one. Linking the back.
Interesting. BKB back, Akashi frontlining, trying to de-ward and take control of the area, while Amar He's kept him at bay. Good blitz. Echo trying to take out the Sansa, but the Dawnbreaker saved him. So the global comes out. Matt can now focus in onto the Chen. The Raze is giving chase onto Earthshaker on the right-hand side with Raven. Getting onto the core heroes, cancelling the TP, so Marine is stuck here. Does have buyback, but I don't know if he can use it and do anything with it.
Sven now.
Skitter, his BKB and Lincoln popped and expiring, turning to try and fight it, but Akashi and Raven have got his number. Good force stab, dragged back into base.
Amara,
Saved up by Snaking while Amara's going wild in the back. The Bristle, snotting and gooing, forcing Razor to TP out this time, and nothing to stop his escape. It cost a couple of buybacks, Snaking and Marine. Sansa are going to get chased down here. They should die.
No buyback on Dawn, but she will have it in 10 seconds. Don't panic, there's no golden border, but 10 seconds time, it will be back. Silencer, however, does not have buyback. So it is 110 seconds where he is dead. The first real number advantage power play available. Falcons will not waste this opportunity.
The TI power advantage power play numbers advantage brought to you
by
not
Nintendo.
like, what do you do in this spot though? Like, do you buy back Lesh here? You got to hold for as long as possible, right? You don't want to buy back Lesh.
You go now. Racer's going.
You go now. Right now. Lotus all there. Bouncing back lasso. The save from the Ringmaster on the Sven. Skids are still dying and being burnt by the Lesh DPS though. There we go. Mac finds the kill. Dead with buyback though. Crit might not be so lucky.
They want Mac.
Getting pummeled by Akashi and Mac. They found the Ringmaster. Malrine and Amar, the two tanky boys on the front line. Looking to slip away and escape now. It might just be Malrine giving his life. A last-ditch echo. Not enough to save him, while Amar just leave him be. Again, ignore him. Let him go and oink off to some other end of the world, and you go do your own thing, Nemesis.
Holy shit, what a game this is, dude. Like, the quality of this first series of TI is absolutely through the roof. It's so good. Like, this is actually a fantastic series to start out TI on. I don't know if any of the years I've cast TI, I've been as blessed as this, getting like this nice of a first series. This game in particular, like this, the storyline of Amar Bristleback just fighting everyone, but he can't do it all alone.
What we got now? Another lasso, another Eon disc. Leshrac just going to charge straight in towards Snaking's Chen, though. A hand of God, the heals, the Greaves is nowhere near enough, is it? Can he get out of here through the barrier? Oh, he's off to safety.
And meanwhile, Amar is still running after people, but the Dawnbreaker ulti saved the Batrider. He gets out of there. Amar just wants to lock someone in place. I bet he wishes he had like an Abyssal Blade right now, but it's going to be Wind Waker for him. Definitely a high utility item in this game as well. I can see why he wants it. A way to save teammates or yourself. Also a way for him to dodge the Dawnbreaker stun.
Yeah, where's that Dormant Curio now, Leshrac? Tier 5 items.
Yeah, the tier 5 items are actually coming in, dude. They're actually about to drop. Only 40 seconds to go. Shaker, no buyback, but doesn't really matter. They can't force him. How many level 30s are we up to now? We have the Dawnbreaker, of course, and the Leshrac. And the Bristleback. And Racer is just about to hit it as well. That is not a big power spike, though. The second plasma fields, yeah, I mean, I guess. It's not, you don't really care at 60 minutes in.
Well, look what we have here. It's Classic Midas at minute 60.
Ah, do we? The Midas preparation for getting in neutrals. Leave it to Skeeter to be efficient.
There he is.
I have to say, though, he doesn't have Moonshard or Aghanims yet, you know? He can still scale. He still has a Mask of Madness in his inventory. This Midas is cute and all to get the next tier item, but his inventory isn't done.
Oh, he's got some growing to do.
He does.
Oh. Growing
He
might
jumped
get
on the Ancients.
cut short. He's dead.
Oh no.
He was trying to pick his neutral item.
He
can't do that to people. They're picking their neutral item, you leave them to do it.
Yeah, he had the store open. He was looking like, is any of these really good for me? The Fallen Sky, the Unrelenting. He goes for the Fallen Sky. Has plenty of time to think about it while he's dead, Gareth.
He does, quite a lot. But I guess he's got to be thinking, do I need to buy back here? I'm dead for 70.
What he's really thinking is, I'm not dropping these banners. They're mine. God damn it! I'm not giving them away.
Snaking surely has some inventory space.
No. It's full. It's he can't hold any banners.
I can
here.
clearly see 2 empty slots.
That's dedicated slots. Also, he's thinking as well now. Take the Divine Regalia, become the king. Oh, he gets the Book of the Dead. That makes a lot more sense.
That's a good Chen item.
A feverish Book of the Dead. So he's got the CDR.
Lovely.
Any other big items? So what did Radiant get? They got the Helm of Undying on Silencer. That is so nice. So he can't get bursted. Double Book of the Dead. Minotaur Horn on Razor. And a Fallen Sky Lesh. Fallen Sky plus Helm of the... Or plus Overwhelming Blink. He's going to be able to move.
Well, good luck to the play-by-play caster who has to figure out what's going on.
I wouldn't want to be getting that guy. No. He also has the fleet-footed buff on Fallen Sky on Leshrac, which is really nice because obviously to be able to have a way to swap out your travels at some point. And still have movement speed. This time Roche does roar as it's Radiant coming back for him.
Give me your best Roshan roar. He doesn't do like a deep bellow or anything, right? Like there's actually a pain.
He sounds pained or sleepy, which I guess is also me in the morning. I feel pretty pained. I'm not much of a morning person. I relate to Roshan with that roar.
I wonder when he dies, do little baby Roshans have to go and find a little tree star to figure out where their mummy Roshan went? We should have a Land Before Time, but Dota themed, I think.
The sad lore.
Yeah.
Oh, Land Before Time. That was one of my favorites growing up, man. Some good stuff.
A little Triceratops. She was the real main character.
True. It's always like that,
Someone comes in and steals the show.
Yeah,
so
like
your tragedy, your mother died. Yeah, that's that.
Think about it. Any good animated show,
I'm
right?
the loud
Anything.
one.
Any good animated show is gonna have a dull, basic main character, and then it's the side characters that's the real MVP. That
like
is always
Futurama.
true.
Who's the main character in Futurama?
Exactly.
It's Bender. It's Bender.
Yeah. All right.
A bit of calm. Not for long, though. I feel like something's brewing in this middle lane. Akashi, nasal goo lobbed at him, and a couple of fissures his way. Unrelenting eye of Amar.
Still no nullifier to deal with the Ringmaster saves, by the way. The Ringmaster saves could be big. Like, he's got these boxes, but we've seen the staying power of the Racer. He's just like, okay, I can't burst someone. I'll just chase that box, and then I kill whoever comes out of it eventually. But I feel like having a way to actually kill the target without having to wait out the escape act would be really nice.
Yeah. It could be handy. For now, though, my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Akashi's he's gonna withstand it here with the help of the Global, the Solar Guardian, still holding Aegis as well, but the chase is on. Well, it was from Amar.
That was a lot of damage. He has the Divine Regalia with Spell Amp on Shaker, so
Yeah.
that slam does a ton of damage. Dear me.
Not worth refreshing and double slamming the Aegis, right?
No, I think you lose the fight for sure if you do, right? Like, maybe it could have refreshed and not slammed, like refresh into Fissure, but so hard to say, because it all gonna happen so fast. I think you would have to double echo if you're gonna kill, because otherwise the save comes out. The global silence is not very late, comes in the saves.
And it really is about these little things, right? Like baiting one spell to get an advantage here, or like in 30 seconds. Like right now, there's like, what, 45 seconds, no global, which is a potential window just to force the refresher from Silencer. Like, it's all about like baiting a spell here, baiting a BKB there, trying to hold on to this team fight in whatever way you can.
Can I just say that the unrelenting eye on Bristleback is very fitting for how Amar is playing this game?
Yes.
He is very unrelenting, and this gives him 100% slow resistance, which is, you know, pretty damn cool. Then, of course, it gets weaker when multiple enemy heroes are nearby, but he will be really tough to deal with. And if he runs into everyone, he will get 1,000,000 status resistance, because it's 10% per enemy hero nearby.
1.5 minutes of Aegis for Razor. Necro unit's gonna spot him as he was trying to Silver Edge down to the bottom rune. And it's gonna be Amar with the Arcane, though. Well, that's him get some spam going real good. Fissure. A catch on Bat. And the Wind Waker is there to get him to high ground. And Nemesis toying with the idea of kiting and baiting here. Because Leshrak's nowhere to be seen. Dawnbreaker could join with an ulti. It feels like Nemesis very much just biding their time and waiting for a moment to strike as they tried to go on the Sven.
Chasing Sven.
Linkens is there to save him, though. Multiple Linkens for the refresher back. Goes in with a lasso. This time they catch him. Skitter's been hexed up, taken out of the fight completely. Dead for 100, and Mac is hungry. He goes in for more. Marine with the Echo, the BKB up, but the Wind Waker save. They've lost their Razor, that's first life only. Mac is low, he needs somebody to bail him out of this. Maybe the TB can get him home. Ah, there's the Yules. Amar will cancel it. And Razor, in the meantime, going into the back lines, while Mac still being saved up by this Bat Rider. Pushed around by the Flame Break, but Amar will get a double. Razor, what's he up to? Akashi sees another target. Looks like easy pickings on the Chen, but the Hand of God comes in again. And this Raven Dawnbreaker is being handled by
Lesh is
Amar
coming back, he bought back. Look for Lesh to jump in.
Leshrak's running in. He needs to get some damage done quickly. Maori and Amar, broken Bristleback, but saved by his own Wind Waker. Cycloned up and off to safety. Nemesis, not quite enough left in the tank.
But their base, the Necrobooks, they're pushing bottom as well.
Bottom lane's shoved in.
They're gonna be fine, but they do chip damage there as well. Big fight for Falcons. Buybacks forced. 2 buybacks, Dawnbreaker and Leshrak. Really, really nice for them. Now they have created a dent in this armor that is Nemesis, you know, buybacks and globals. Now they could possibly exploit that with the next refresher timing.
Moonshot eaten by the Bristleback, I think, there as well.
Yeah,
And
the
using up all
Link
the money he's got.
the Link is Bristleback. procced and prevented the hex on Lesh. You know, the first death on, or the death on Lesh there. He tried to hex the Bristle and get away, but Lincoln's was up again. If he had tried to get a Lightning Storm first before the hex, but unfortunately, gets put on. Lesh gonna pick up some greater healing lotuses.
I was struggling to think, like, how do things go better for Nemesis? Because they got the Sven, they executed it pretty well, but they still just cannot deal with Bristleback.
I think they need Ringmaster. I'm gonna be honest. I think they need to have someone get in on Ringmaster and then go on the Sven. Otherwise, it takes too long. They have a lot of saves.
And now Amar, with some Necro units behind him, just goes on to buildings.
There's also Chen with a strong Dispel ulti, by the way. He's countering a lot of these lasso plays. So even if you do get through the Lincolns, then the Hand of God strong Dispels it and allows them to stay safe.
And he's got Refresher now, I think, as well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Multiple Hands of God.
They're going behind. This is a big move coming out from Nemesis. They don't have buyback on Lesh, but he's going.
He's got to go in. With the Soul Guardian over the top, Mac and Raven in onto the Earthshaker. Malrine getting drifted away, but the damage keeps on flowing. And Nemesis, they have brought him down, but it comes Skitter. Big hits and cleaves. Akashi will turn and try and fight back into the Sven, while Raven dodging away is looking like he's going to get brought down by Amar. Mac and Raven both dead. 2 minutes cooldown, no buybacks. And it looks like the Falcons have got this one now. Game 3, it's all down to Akashi. Can he hold on? Can he survive? No, he cannot. He'll buy back, but the rest of his team in disarray.
And I think they've finally done it. After a long battle, 70 minutes back and forth, GG gets called. Akashi runs out. He's going to die a hero on the battlefield.
Respect tips to Akashi playing Razor against the Razor boys. And Dragon